exciting, but it's effective for him. Like going to a jazz fusion concert. You know something really important is going on, but you don't understand it. You don't know if you're excited about it. Oh, now all the jazz fusion fans are going to write letters, aren't they?
So far we've got Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Jazz Fusion fans. We haven't even got to the main event.
Both sides.
Isaman actually held and hit, but Frank Cappuccino was about to warn Mo Wilson. End of the third round hasn't been pretty, but it's been moderately entertaining. How's that?
Budweiser presents the TVKO fight.
Round one. Remember where the cut developed? This might have been it. You can't be laced and taped or anything worse than that. I'll bet that was where that cut came about.
Great.
And there he's dabbing at the eye, Derek Isaman. That was infectious. He did it again in the truck.
Nice catch.
There are a couple ways to create a cut: a punch, that, and of course, clash of heads or an elbow.
And that looks like a re-injury of a cut to me, just the way it opened up. Almost too clean. In the third round, once again, neither man really doing very much. That's been the story of this fight, which is now becoming a wrestling match.
Yeah, it's been a little sloppy here. It's the result of, I think, Wilson's style, plus Isaman not being as precise with his punches as he wants, allowing Wilson to get in there where he can hold like this.
Well, Isaman was right. It's hard to look good against Mo Wilson.
Isaman now cut over the right eye as well. It was the left, was it? Oh, yeah, now he's got cuts over both eyes. Cappuccino with a kind of a warning to Wilson for holding.
This fight is a 6-round fight, remember?
Break.
There's 2.5 to go, huh?
That's good. I thought you were an English major, too.
Break.
The Isaman jab has just been non-existent. Oh, he's tried to land it, he just hasn't gotten there. For Wilson, his attack is as unorthodox as you'd want to see.
Right hand by Isaman.
This is the second time that Isaman and Wilson have fought. And I got to tell you, they should never fight together.
That cut, you're not kidding. That cut over the left eye is pretty serious right now.
Break.
And that one, we don't know how that was. Isaman really is frustrated. You can feel it.
Yeah, it's exactly right. He just would love, I'm sure, just to get out of here, preferably with a W. And never see Mo Wilson again.
Yeah, unless it's just socially for a drink or something. But that cut over the left eye could create a stoppage, and if it did, if they didn't call it a clash of heads or some other way for the cut to start, the guys could lose this match. Now let's see what Frank Cappuccino has in mind here. He looked like he was going to do something involving Wilson, but he didn't.
Yeah, they're going to take a good long look at that cut. I'm sure it is bleeding rather profusely right at the moment. We'll be back.
Miami Tires, 20.
Isaman's eyes and pronounced him fit to continue, but I'll tell you what, that is a pretty nasty cut.
And a lot of admonishing in his corner of Derek Isaman, saying, don't get into his game. Don't be frustrated. Stand back and throw your punches.
Through the first 4 rounds, Isaman only throwing a few more punches than Wilson.
Interesting. And I've been giving him some of these rounds, but Wilson had kind of a huge figure edge in one round, and the rest has been pretty close with Isaman winning it.
You got Isaman by 2 rounds, so that would mean that Wilson would have to win these last 2 to salvage a draw.
We got anniversaries, we got birthdays, we got everything. Ken Dennis, our producer, is dead. Claude having a birthday, and we wish him a happy birthday today.
It's a big day.
loose. Get your hands loose. Let him out. Let him go. All right, stop punching. Both.
This last time you and I will work together until I think, what, June of next year?
I think it may be. That's right.
You're going off to do the French Open.
Yes, and then you'll be doing the Olympic Games.
So somewhere in there we'll sneak in another show together.
All right, break, break.
Marion Wilson has a very annoying style. It's nothing, not to denigrate him, he's trying, but his style is one that just doesn't include a lot of precise punching, it's a lot of grabbing, a lot of clutching, a lot of holding. It doesn't make for a very entertaining match.
Break.
But Isaman's allowing himself to be lured into that.
Cut is not much worse than it was on Derek Isaman's left eye.
Break.
Good right hand by Wilson.
Frank kept the team with his hands full in his box. Very tough box to referee.
All right, stop punching. Stop punching.
Short right hand by Isaman. Blood coming out of that left eye. I'll tell you, that cut is really looking bad now.
Derek Isaman looking over at Michael Katz right behind us saying, what'd you say? Ron Katz, I think it's right. Michael Katz is not here, is he?
He writes for the New York Times. No, not New York Times anymore, Daily News. He writes for somebody. If we can't get our facts straight, just let's not talk, all right? Waiting for this fight to end is like waiting for Godot.
It is, yeah. As I recall, he never did arrive.
No.
And still, there is another round. And the doctor again taking a look at the eye of Derek Isaman.
But don't despair. We have Tommy Morrison and Art Tucker upcoming.
That's true.
A lot of fireworks in that one.
I think there will be, yeah.
All right.
Well, a reminder that next week, Mike McCallum looking to get things righted for him and get back to that championship caliber that he enjoyed for so long, fighting Thurman Chirino, sort of a perennial substitute, but another guy who it's hard to look good against.
Yeah, but it's got some talent. Kevin Watts originally penciled in, backed out of that one, and Chirino will be the man. They're working on that cut feverishly. And his undefeated record will hang in the balance of how well they work on that cut, I believe.
Speaking of You're the Man, and we've kidded about that a lot, I have to mention the Charles Schultz cartoon. Did you see that the other day?
No.
Where Snoopy is playing golf. And Charlie Brown says to him, "You the dog."
I like that.
Hysterical.
Our favorite phrases.
Yes, it is.
Incongruous though it may be for golf.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Let him go, then. Let him go, Marion.
Meanwhile, the outcome of this fight is about the only thing that is sort of interesting.
Yeah, I've been giving Isaman a lot of these rounds, but it's been so awkward and so close that there's no law that that's the case now, because I wasn't exactly right on in the Marshall Peoples fight beforehand, where I thought Tony Marshall hit the edge. And again, there was no denigration to Curtis Peoples, who I thought fought pretty well, but I thought Marshall had landed a little bit. It was a good fight. Excellent. And as we mentioned at the beginning, it did nothing to damage the future of either man. Now, Isaman stepping down here to the cruiserweight division, I'm sure feels like he wants to perform in a better fashion than he has tonight. Part of it has to do with the opponent in front of him. That it's just so awkward and so difficult.
It's really tough. I don't think this is a reflection of what Derek Isaman is all about, good or bad.
No, it really isn't. We've seen from him a little bit more precise effort. For Marion Wilson, I really believe he's got to rethink his style a little bit, because it's not one that's going to make him a popular boxer in any sense.
Well, he's also not going to win a lot of fights there.
No. love to give you a lot of important key strategy points here.
But there aren't any, right?
There's none to give, so I kind of loathe to comment on it.
I agree.
The frustration on Derek Isaman's face instead of not to mention the blood.
You're both holding. Stop punching.
Yeah, I'm sure if we had a chance to talk to him after this fight, frustration would be the keynote.